So you're Comrade Thelma, no middle name, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's your name again?
Thelma Williams.
Thelma Williams.
Thelma.
Mm-hmm.
Thelma Williams.
And what year did you join the union?
27th of February 1938.
Good. That means you've been in the union
And I
for...
paid 6 cents.
when you first started.
And I joined it in Cipero, the corner of Cipero and Leoto Street. Miss Daisy Crick joined me with a copybook.
So when did she... Let me just...
From then, no, to the side.
The volume.
Right. Yeah. From since then to now, it's 74 years. I'm a trade unionist. I march from one place to the next, from Arima, Port of Spain, back to Carcass, and all the Sandy Grande, Toko, all about we went. Guayvari, march through the street, Point Fontaine, until I can't go. I'm on a bed now, and I hope and trust my labor is not in vain. And I hope the union will keep, because it's better to have a bad union than to have none at all. And to have a constructive union than to have a disruptive one. And I am asking them in my life and my deathbed, don't let no similitude turn them off from doing the right. Let them live on, fight on, because it's better to labor for the workers than to let them suffer.
Yes. So Daisy Crick, you said, joined you up. So it was a sister comrade. It was a sister comrade, Daisy Crick.
Daisy Crick was a president of Lubbock branch, and her husband Nelson, he was a president, and after he died, she take over. She died a trade unionist. So it's only I alone remaining now, and the secretary of the whole system is Mr. Blaze. Yes, and he had one name. He was the secretary of Pfizer branch. His name was Comrade Woods. Comrade Woods.
And what was it like for you as a trade unionist, a female trade unionist back then?
Just to work for labor, to see that everybody get a fair day's pay for a fair day's work. And to get the virtue of what they labor for. And not to be underpaid. That they should be very well satisfied and to grow the children into labor. I joined Captain Cipriani when I was 8 years old. And I went to St. Vincent with my mother when I was about 15 years, because she was belonging to there, and she said she wanted to die there. I started to work in Trinidad school when I had 10 years and go to work with a woman they called Mrs. Lawrence Brown in Urban Street. And I just wanted us to confirm, and I had us to go back out to school in Eccles Village, Williamsville. And I confirmed, and I went back out to school in 1932. And my mother, poor thing, she couldn't keep up the time, and she went back to her country. to die there. And we went 1935, and she died in 36. But she told me, don't stay in St. Vincent. Come back to my country. And when I came back here, the 12th of October, that is 1937, I joined the Oilfield Workers Trade Union, the 7th of February 1938.
Good.
And from then to now, I will die a trade unionist. I'm not a politician. I'm a trade unionist.
Okay.
And I bless everybody in the union, from Mr. Yenzi back down to Roger, to do the right thing for the workers. Don't mind the hard struggle, but let us struggle to the end. Because united we stand, divided we shall fall. And if we ain't stand up and fight, get up and get, we will have to lay down and take the sacrifice. Okay. So we must try to stand up for our right to the end of the day.
Tell me something, Comrade. The women's involvement in the union, what was that like in 1938?
They used to stand alongside the men.
So they were equal to the men, yes?
Yeah, but stand alongside if they having any demonstration or anything to fight labor, well, we stand up alongside of them. We never leave them lonely.
My question to you then would be, in 2011, which we are in now, you endorse women being leaders in the trade union movement. Would you send a message to them to encourage them to strengthen their union?
Yes, and then strengthen the
what? You're getting called, girl. Sorry. Hello, it's Louis. Alright, it wouldn't be much longer. Yeah, we were saying that would you encourage women to be part of trade unions and trade unions leadership?
They must stand alongside of the men. Always remember, the men want to help, and they must stand firm with the men.
But I mean, Daisy Crick was the president of a branch, so you would also encourage women to become.
That is Lovely branch.
But would you also encourage women then to become?
We stand with the men on there.
Side by side as.
Side by side we stand.
So even if that means on, the executive, for example, the national executive, you endorse that?
Yes, women on the executive, to stand with the men, not to wanting to be all kind of thing. We must be firm and know that we're doing the right thing.
Right, that we are equals with the men.
Yes. Let them show them respect, and they too will show you respect.
And therefore we as equal trade unionists should work on behalf of workers as well.
Workers, yes.
Good. Alright, is there anything else you wanted to share with them about your struggle and making sure?
I work with the company a time, but I didn't get no address because I didn't have NIS at those days. We just worked for just $18 a month, and that's that. We didn't have gratuity. We didn't have nothing for the women, but today the women have a privilege. So we must stand alongside of the men, that they too will get courage and strength to fight this struggle of ours. And I wish everybody a compliment and a strong life to go on.
Good.
My union, the Oilfield Workers Trade Union, from the youngest to the oldest, I want them to hold the fort for a union, we must not let the union die. Let the union go to the end from strength to strength. Raise our voices high. We join in hand in union song to battle and to die. So hold the fort, for we are coming. Union men be strong.
And women.
And the women. Well, let us say women is the men, and be strong. And side by side we battle onward. Victory will come. So you all battle on, the women and the men. And give David and all the executive of OWTU my blessing.
Good. Will do. Comrade, thank you very much.